Hi everyone, welcome to the Profilers Group final report. And the target of our project is to build easy to use profile result visualization tools for those beginner programmers. I know this is a very long description, but in short, our motivation is that although many of us use the profiler in our daily life to optimize our program, find the bottleneck, and find the errors, but for those beginner users, the profiler result will actually be too complex to understand. And we would like to build some kind of lightweight web application to offer them some clear visualization and help them take advantage of the profiler. And let us first look at what is actually the result for a profiler. And this is actually our data set. And there are two kinds of profiling in our project. One is CPU usage profiling and one is a memory usage profiling. And for the CPU usage profiling part, the input file will be this text file, and you will see this is a very complex and long text file, actually includes many informations. And for those beginner users, they will be actually very easy to get lost here. And this is a result we have for our memory usage part, and this is actually get from Valgrind. And you see this is a very long error log, and which gives the user some hints about some memory leak or some invalid read or writes. And this is also very hard for beginner users to understand, but let's just look at what we have done and how we help the beginner users to easily understand it. Okay, so this is the input part of our project, and there are two ways of input your programming code. And the first way is to just upload the file from your local computer. Yeah, and let's just profile it and see what is the CPU profiling result. Okay, there are three parts for the CPU usage profiling result, and we will just look at them from the last part to the first part. And this is the last part of the visualization result. So you can see that the left part of this part is actually a chart, and each row actually refers to the time it costs for each line of code. And in the right part, our application actually highlights those lines with high cost. And the redder the line is, the higher cost it actually leads to. And let's just go to the second part of visualization. And this is actually just a simple function to time line chart. And if we click on a row which actually refers to a function, you will see that the below part here, this detailed line chart will also only highlight those lines in the function you click, but will hide other lines interpretation, which actually refers to some different functions. And the first part of our visualization is actually a call graph. And this is a part which helps the users to learn more about the components and the structures of their program. And each node actually refers to a function of the program, and each line actually refers to a call relationship. And if you hover on the node or hover on the line, you actually see more detailed information. What's more, the color of each node actually refers to the time each function actually costs, and the Y's of the line actually refers to the time that the following part of this line actually costs. And if you click on the node here, you will see that it will actually highlight the referring part in the below code text. So we click, for example, we click do task here, and you will see that do task will be actually marked by yellow box here, and also its parent, the main function, will also be boxed by a red box. So you see here it gives you some interpretation for the color of the box. Also, we have this minus and plus button here. So if you click the minus button, all the following part of the node will actually goes into the previous node. And if you click the plus button here, the call graph will actually be extended into the next level. And if you click it again, okay, then we get the full call graph. Okay, you also see that the color of the node actually changed, and the width of the line also changed too. Okay, now we come back to the memory profiling. This time we are going to use another way of input the source code, which is by typing. And let's just upload it. Okay, and you will see that there are 3 types of memory profiling arrows that our project focus on. The first type is actually uninitialized memory, and the second function is actually the invalid write. To find the invalid write, which has actually some read and write to some unallocated position. And the third part is actually the memleak, which actually refers to the memory leak in your function. And the right background color here actually refers to the arrow is happening in this line. And if you hover on the red line, you will find there are more detailed information about your arrow. Okay, so this is our whole application. And in conclusion, our goal is to build some kind of easy to understand profiler visualization tool. And there are 2 main parts. One is the CPU usage part, which actually helps the users to find the CPU bottleneck in their program and also understand the component and structure of their program by using the call graph. And the memory profiling part will help the users to find the memory arrows in their program. The first arrow will be some uninitialized memory, and the second will be some invalid read and write to the wrong position. And the third part will be just help the users to find which line of their code actually leaks some memory.